Well, let's talk now to Andrey Kortunov, who's Academic Director of the Russian International Affairs Council. Welcome to the programme. Good to see you. The first overseas visit from Putin since he started his new term as president. How significant is this?
Well, first of all, of course, it's a matter of courtesy because Chairman Xi made his first overseas trip to Moscow a year ago, and Putin has to pay in kind to that. It is important also practically because China stands out as the most important strategic partner of the Russian Federation. The two countries are members to a number of institutions like BRICS or Shanghai Cooperation Organization. They often vote unanimously within the United Nations Security Council, where both of them are permanent members. So there are many reasons for Putin to select Beijing as his first destination.
So how important are the economic links between the two countries? How important is China for Russia?
Well, China is now the prime economic partner for the Russian Federation. It accounts for approximately 1/3 of the overall Russia's foreign trade. In terms of Russia's imports, this share is even higher. Maybe it is close to 40% right now. And in some areas, China is clearly dominating Russian imports. For instance, if you take the imports of cars to Russia, last year, China was able to provide Russia with about 900,000 cars, which is clearly a very significant record.
And there's been some discussion between the two about the war in Ukraine, both calling for a political solution. How does Russia see China's role in this?
Well, first of all, we should take into account that the China's plan for peace in Ukraine is not a roadmap. It's not a detailed proposal on stages that should lead to a political settlement. However, it is very important for Russia and for President Putin in particular, that China takes a comprehensive approach to the Ukrainian crisis, that it agrees with the Kremlin that it's not just about the relations between Russia and Ukraine, it's also about relations between Russia and the West. And a comprehensive settlement should take into account legitimate security interests of the Russian Federation. I think this is what they are likely to emphasize in Moscow.
Some have seen the relationship between China and Russia as a counterpoint to the West, if you like. Is that how it's being positioned?
Well, it was stated that the partnership between Russia and China is not aimed against any other international players, that it has its own raison d'etre and its own foundations. However, it's clear that both countries have to face pressure coming from the West, especially from the United States, and that might be another reason for Beijing and Moscow to stay together.
Andrey, great to talk to you. Thank you for joining us today. That's Andrey Kortunov from the Russian International Affairs Council.